The ordinance before you is brought forth by Planning Commission's recommendation 6-0. Before we get into the changes to the ordinance, I would first like to go over what a confined livestock facility is. Our definition of a CLF or confined livestock facility is a feedlot in which more than 100 animal livestock units are confined and fed. A CLF includes the waste storage facility. A feedlot is an enclosure used for concentrated confinement and housing of animals and poultry, a place for feeding and fattening animals, a coop or fenced area where the surface of the ground has become generally denuded of grass or other ground cover due to animal activity. Pasture lands consisting of densely vegetated fields or hillsides are not incorporated into that definition of a feedlot. In addition, our definition of an animal livestock unit is one animal livestock unit equals 1,000 pounds of live weight for any animal or group of animals. On the chart before you, you can see a few things. Right now, these are our existing setbacks from property lines to right-of-way setback and for existing dwellings. Currently in the county, we have a setback of 1,000 feet from property lines. Right-of-way line setback, our ordinance actually indicates it cannot be seen from a state-maintained road, and from existing dwellings, it's 1,500 feet. Rockbridge County, right across the mountain path, it's 300 feet from property lines, 150 from right-of-way, 600 from existing dwellings. Nelson County, Augusta County, and Appomattox, they do not address confined livestock facilities. They would just view these facilities as an ag building. You would just have to meet the setbacks. I would assume they only allow them in the A1 district. Staff do not look into that, but meet the setbacks for that zoning district. Bedford County has setbacks of 250 from property lines, 150 from right-of-ways, and then 300 or 500 feet from existing dwellings, depending on if it's dairy or if it's swine. They differentiate between the two different livestocks. And then Campbell County, they have a little more inclusive ordinance where they separate dairy, livestock, and swine. This is under the A1 Agriculture Residential District. As indicated, our current ordinance indicates that a setback of 1,500 feet is needed from any house not on the property owned by the applicant. The Commission's recommendation is to change that to 600 feet. The next setback existing is 2,500 feet from public places such as schools or churches. Proposed recommendation is 600 feet setback. Next setback is in regards to CLFs to perennial streams indicated on the 7.5 minute USGS topographic survey maps. It used to be 1,000 feet. It is now proposed to be 600 feet if the facility is not enclosed, and if it is enclosed and under a roof, the setback would be 100 feet. Regarding the state maintained road, currently cannot be seen. The proposed change would change that setback to 125 feet. Our current setback in the A1 district is 75 feet from center line. Staff used that math and they added 50 feet onto it, so if it was fee simple, it would be 50 feet. And so that's how staff came up with 125 feet from the right of way. This is a brand new section for confined livestock, and it's to be located more than 600 feet from residentially zoned districts and boundaries of an incorporated town. It's a maximum of 250 animal units or 250,000 pounds of that type of animal may be combined per 50 acres. So if you were to have 100 acres, staff's determination is that you could have 500,000 pounds of that type of animal, depending on its species. In addition to this ordinance is the disposal of dead animals shall be handled in an approved manner as specified by the Division of Animal Health and the State Veterinarian.
And I will tell you that what you see today is not much different. As Mr. Creasy said, DEQ, everything has to be run through them first. They're much more stringent than what we have been. Also would like to tell the board and other folks listening that Amherst County is going to be home to the largest organic layers, which is a chicken house organic. They're selling organic. It'll be on Naked Creek Road, which is your district, Mr. Martin, and it's the largest of its kind in the state. So I was very comfortable and I was very enthusiastic with the work that I saw from not only the Planning Commission but the Agriculture Committee as well.
Well, yeah, that's one thing Amherst County has built its foundation off of is agriculture. I do have some concerns about some of these 50-acre lots and 250 head of cattle in that 50 acre lot. It's pretty densely populated. You think about 125 foot, that's a pretty good setback from the highway. And I'm thinking about some large populated farms that in my district,